Okay, I'm going to read chapter 5 of The Case of the School Ghost by Dori, Hillestad, Butler. But let's talk about chapter 4. The chapter is called Why is Everyone Acting So Weird? And remember Buddy and Connor and Michael and a bunch of 4th graders are doing that sleepover. And then he sees Connor's hunched over his paper and he has a bunch of letters, just letters. And then they're going to go play basketball, but then Connor goes into the art room and then he leaves something there, something, and then a piece of paper. Is it a jar or something and a piece of paper? And then he crashes into Michael when they leave that. And then they go to play basketball, but then remember Michael, I think, sneaks out. And then he says, I've seen a ghost, I've seen a ghost. But Buddy can tell that he was lying, and he's not sure why he's lying. And so Buddy's wondering, why would Jillian hide that tape recorder? And then why would Michael lie? And so he's wondering, why is everybody acting so weird? Okay, this chapter is called Comparing Notes. I am lying half on Connor's sleeping bag and half on Michael's sleeping bag. The lights above are dim. A movie is playing on the TV. Rain pounds against the library windows. Connor and Michael both seem kind of restless. I don't think either one of them is enjoying the movie very much. I don't blame them. There are no dogs in this movie. Across the library, I see Jillian get up and tiptoe around all the sleeping bags. A little while later, Michael leans over and whispers to Connor, I have to go to the bathroom. Will you tell your mom if she wonders where I'm at? Sure, Connor says. But soon after that, Connor gets up and heads for the door. Where are we going, Connor? I asked, trailing after him. Are we going to the bathroom like Michael? Do you have to go everywhere I go, Buddy? Connor asks when we are in the bright hallway outside the library. I think about that for a few seconds. Yes, I say, you're my human. It turns out we aren't going to the bathroom. We are headed toward the dark, dark hallway again. The one where the music room is. I stop. Didn't Mom say we should stay away from the music room? Connor keeps walking all the way to the music room. I don't want to get left behind, so I rush to catch up, even though I'm not sure we should be here. Connor cracks the door open and we slip inside again. But this time, we're not the only ones here. Michael and Jillian are here too. They are sitting on the floor by the piano, waving lit flashlights around the dark room. I run over to greet them. Hi, Buddy, they both say, petting me. Connor closes the door. What are you guys doing here? He asks. Probably the same thing you're doing here, Jillian says. Did you get a letter that said come to the music room at 9:15? Michael asks. Yes, Connor says. I knew it, Michael grins at Connor. When you said you had a flashlight like mine and you just got it today, I knew you got a letter too. Connor sits down next to Michael and Jillian. Why didn't you say so? Connor asks. Why didn't you? Michael asks. Jillian rolls her eyes. The letters said, don't tell anyone, Jillian says, holding up a piece of paper. At least that's what mine said. Can I see your letter? Connor asks. Jillian hands him her paper. Can I see yours? She asks. Why don't we all read our letters out loud? Michael suggests. I wag my tail. I like that idea. Okay, Connor says. He hands Jillian's letter back to her, then pulls a paper out of his pocket. I'll read mine first, Michael says, holding his flashlight over the paper. Dear Michael, Agatha knows who you are. She has chosen you for a special job. Step 1, at exactly 8:35, stop whatever you're doing and go to the music room. Don't let anyone follow you. Once you're there, act like you saw a ghost in the music room. Be convincing. Step 2, at exactly 9:15, come back to the music room. Bring this flashlight. Wait in the music room for more directions. Warning, don't tell anyone you received this letter or else. So that's why Michael lied about seeing a ghost earlier. Okay, I'll read mine next, Jillian says. Dear Jillian, Agatha knows who you are. She has chosen you for a special job. Step 1, find a tape recorder and make a 30-minute tape of a ghostly voice. The voice should say over and over again, "Stay out of the basement." Right before the scavenger hunt starts, hide your recorder in the library and turn it on. Don't let anyone see you. Step 2, at exactly 9:15 p.m., come to the music room. Bring this flashlight. Wait in the music room for more directions. Warning, don't tell anyone you received this letter or else. And that's why Jillian hid the tape recorder with the ghostly sounds in the library. Jillian tosses the paper down in front of her. That was my mom's tape recorder. Do you know how much trouble I'm going to be in if I don't get that back from Mrs. Warner? You'll get it back, Connor says. All you have to do is tell Mrs. Warner it's yours. Yeah, and then I'll get in trouble with Mrs. Warner, Jillian says. She may even tell my mom what I did with the recorder. I'm in trouble no matter what. I'm not sure I like the person who sent these letters. Oh, he or she is getting my friends in trouble. Both your letters tell you to wait in the music room for more directions, Connor says. My letter has the more directions. Really? Jillian says. What does your letter say, Connor? Michael asks. Connor adjusts his flashlight and reads, Dear Connor, Agatha knows who you are. She has chosen you for a special job. Step 1, go to the art room at exactly 8:05. Grab an empty jar and a large piece of paper. Write the alphabet on the paper. Leave lots of room between the letters. Then take those things to the music room. Don't let anyone see you. The empty jar and the paper with the letters. Step 2, at exactly 9:15 p.m., come to the music room. Bring this flashlight. Step 3, once everyone is there, have them sit in a circle. Put the paper and the jar in the center. Have everyone put 2 fingers on the jar. Then tell Agatha you are ready. Her spirit will enter the jar. Your fingers will give her strength. With your help, she will move the jar over the letters and spell out her message to you. Warning! Don't tell anyone you received this letter or else. That's why Connor snuck a jar and a piece of paper into the music room. Wow, we're going to get to talk to Agatha? Michael says, for real? I don't think so. With a jar? Jillian asks, how is that going to work? If Agatha is really here, why doesn't she just talk to us? And why does she need a jar and a paper with letters? Have you ever talked to a ghost before? Michael asks. Maybe this is how they talk to people. Or maybe she thought it would be more fun to talk to us this way, Connor says. Hey, weren't there 2 letters in that box with the flashlight? I asked Connor. I counted them. 1, 2. You should read the other letter to us too. But I don't think Connor understands me. Does anybody have any idea who sent these letters to us? Jillian asked. No, Connor says. Michael shakes his head. I want to know who sent those letters too. In fact, there are a lot of things I want to know about those letters. For instance, does the person who sent the letters really know Agatha? Why were the letters sent to Connor, Michael, and Jillian? Why did Agatha choose them for something special? Did anyone else get a letter? Why did Connor, Michael, and Jillian do what these letters told them to do when they don't even know who sent the letters? Especially when some of the things could get them in trouble. What does Connor's other letter say? Did you do what the letter said? Michael asked Connor. Did you get a piece of paper in a jar? And did you write the alphabet on the paper? Yes, it's over there, Connor points to the piano. Michael goes over and grabs the paper and jar. Maybe we should do what Connor's letter says. I don't know, I say. I think we should find out who sent the letters. We don't want any more trouble. But of course, no one pays attention to the dog. All right, Jillian says, let's see if we can talk to a ghost. Dun, dun.